I love a good kebab, and today I'm going to show you how to style a Mediterranean surf and turf kebab. It's going to taste amazing and look even better. I love kebabs because honestly, what doesn't taste better than meat and vegetables on a stick? It's delicious. So I'm gonna show you how to get the perfect grill marks for your kebabs. And one thing I always keep in mind when I'm styling a kebab is flavor. You wanna marinate your meat. I have it marinating in a yummy Italian dressing. I also sometimes love to marinate my vegetables in Italian dressing to add that extra boost of flavor. But I'm also thinking about color. So I have a broad range of color in my vegetables. We have these bell peppers, the red onion, the yellow squash, the green zucchini. All these colors are gonna look phenomenal on the kebab. And I'm gonna start things off with actually grilling my chicken. And I wanna make sure that my grill pan is really piping hot. You could totally grill these outdoors. It would look amazing. But I really love a grill pan because you can control the way the grill marks are on the meat and on the vegetables. And also, I don't have a grill at home, so this is an easy way for me to grill for a kebab. So I'm gonna put this chicken perpendicular to the grill mark so I get a really pretty grill mark on there. And my pan is smoking hot. And we're gonna let it sit for a second so I can get those really pretty dark grill marks on the chicken. Woo, it's popping. And you wanna be very careful when you are doing this inside because the marinade has a tendency to pop up at you. So you wanna stand back for a second. Make sure you don't burn yourself. That's not plate it perfect style. Safety in the kitchen first. Okay, so I can already see some grill marks forming on my middle layer of chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip that. How beautiful. And the great thing about the marinade too is not only is it gonna taste really good, it's gonna plump up the chicken and it's gonna look really juicy on our kebab. So these are looking beautiful. I think this looks great. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these guys. Sometimes in pans, there are different uneven spots with cooking. So I'm just gonna shift these guys down to get a good sear on them. And now I'm gonna add our vegetables. So it's the same idea. I'm gonna put a bunch of different types of vegetables on the grill and we're gonna put them perpendicular to the grill marks. With the red onion, I wanna put skin side down. And I'll do some squash, some zucchini. And another trick I'll do, sometimes while these are grilling, I'll actually paint on some Italian dressing just to keep them super juicy looking. And then when I go to style them again at the end, and before I serve them to guests or however we're gonna eat these, I'll put some more Italian dressing on top just for another extra layer of flavor. All right, guys, the vegetables I think are about there. I'm gonna check. Yes, perfect. See that beautiful grill mark? We've got it happening on these. The chicken looks perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and move that over. Beautiful. So yeah, so once you see the grill marks that you like, just flip them on over and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so I'm gonna take these off, cool off for a second, and then I'm gonna show you how to grill mark the shrimp. Okay, so an extra tip. You can also, if you're outside cooking and you wanna get that perfect grill mark on your shrimp, you can go ahead and put these down in your grill pan, like so. And then I'm going to heat up a metal skewer, get it really hot, and add a perfect grill mark on the other side. Pretty. All right, now I'm gonna flip it over. That side's looking really nice and charred too. So you really could use either side. This has more of that perfectly grilled look, and then this other guy has kind of that nice charring on the outside. All right, these shrimp look great. I'm gonna let them cool a bit, maybe grill a few more, and then I'm gonna go over and show you how to style and assemble the kebabs. All right, so I have all of our kebab elements ready to go in our skewers, and I'm gonna show you how to build a beautiful kebab. So the best way to assemble your skewers is to think about which protein you're gonna build with. So the first one, let's say I'm gonna use shrimp. I wanna look at the shrimp and pick out the prettiest ones with the nicest grill marks, and then play off the color. So I think that like a red onion would look beautiful in contrast to the shrimp. So I'm gonna style it so that the onion skin is kind of facing up, and then we'll do maybe a green zucchini. And you can even alternate, I love the yellow squash, kind of alternate seeing the zucchini skin and then maybe you skewer a whole squash. So you see it from the half moon shape, like that. Pretty, that's looking good. Then maybe needs a little bit of red through that guy. And then another shrimp, This one looks really pretty. It's got pretty skin, grill marks. And I might kind of turn him a little bit just so the ends aren't at the same angle. And then go back. You don't have to repeat the same pattern, just play with color. Think about whatever looks best and keep on building it. And I love the look of a full skewer. Like, you don't want to build a halfway with like 2 pieces of shrimp and 2 vegetables on it. I want it to be full and juicy and yummy looking. So I would rather err on the side of it being too full than it looking skimpy. Beautiful. Okay, so you can see I have our scene set up almost like we're at an outdoor barbecue. You can hear the birds chirping. We have this really cool earthy looking platter to put our kabobs on. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this down with our other shrimp guy. And then I'm gonna build one with chicken. So same idea, I'm gonna start with building the chicken first. I'm gonna pick the pieces that look juicy and yummy and also have those pretty grill marks. And I try and style them so that they're facing towards camera. And the cool thing about the color of these vegetables is not only does it look beautiful, all the rainbow of colors, but they're gonna be super flavorful because you're getting textures of bell pepper with the juicy chicken and then also the crunch of the zucchini. We left those a little bit crunchier. It's a really, really yummy way to do a kebab. These are gonna taste so good. Looks nice and full, beautifully built. We have this really, really nice little pot of hummus to give it that Mediterranean feel. There's a couple extra touches you can do to these kebabs to make sure they look picture perfect and they're gonna taste even better. So I'm gonna do one last brushing of olive oil, Italian dressing on these to keep the meat looking really moist and to add a little bit of extra flavor and texture on these. And even if you can, try and get some of these little bits of herbs that are in the dressing and just brush this back on. It really does a lot to perk up the meat, and the dressing really catches the light when we take a photo as well. So I'm just gonna add one more layer of dressing. And quick tip, don't use the same dressing you used on the raw chicken earlier. Make sure you pour yourself a fresh bowl of it to add on top. And then a couple little extra finishing touches. I love a nice hit of salt when I bite into meat. I love that salty, savory combination. So I'm gonna add some flaky salt, a little bit on top of these, just for extra flavor and texture. I'm gonna add some crushed black pepper. And the cool thing about black pepper on grilled vegetables is I feel like it really makes the grill marks stand out too. The black of the pepper kind of highlights those grill marks. And then our final finishing touch is a little bit of green. I have some fresh thyme, which is an amazing Mediterranean herb. It's gonna go great with our flavor pairings. And then add a little bit of a fresh note to our kebabs. Okay, these look great, they look gorgeous. I can't wait to serve these up. And I especially can't wait to dig into one myself. I'm gonna add a really pretty purple linen for our quick photograph, and then we're gonna get to enjoy these kebabs. Not wait to dig into this. This is so good. It's so flavorful and juicy. You know what? I want to see your spin on a kebab. Tag @PopKitchen on Instagram to let me see your beautiful creations and comment below. I want to know what you want to see me style next.